Imagine trying to swap out a commercial jet's engine while it's flying at 30,000 feet, and the aviation authority is just sitting in first class, auditing your every move.
Yeah, that sounds like a total nightmare.
Right. Well, today we were looking at a leading Indian private sector bank that faced exactly this scenario. They had to upgrade their Oracle Enterprise Manager, or OEM, from version 13C to 24A.
And they partnered with Clover Infotech to actually pull it off.
Exactly. So what made this specific upgrade such an absolute do-or-die situation for the bank?
Well, the clock was ticking really loudly on OEM 13C. It hits this hard end of support deadline in December 2026.
Which means absolutely no more security patches.
None. Zero. But, even before that deadline, the bank was already feeling the pain. Known bugs in the legacy 13C software were causing these major delays in generating CIS compliance reports.
Oh man, and those reports are for the Reserve Bank of India audits.
Yeah, and those are completely non-negotiable. You do not want to keep the RBI waiting.
Definitely not. So if you're listening and you've ever dreaded a weekend maintenance window, you know how risky these overhauls are. We are talking about upgrading, 497 different targets?
Yeah, 497 targets across a really complex mix of Linux, AIX, and Windows environments.
Wait, couldn't the IT team just, I don't know, take 50 offline every Saturday night and
You manually patch them over a couple of months. I mean, in a standard IT setup, maybe you could get away with that.
Right.
But with OEM 13C's legacy architecture, the administration console and the alert processing engine were tightly coupled together.
Oh, so they couldn't just isolate them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Taking the system offline for manual patching meant you had to bring down the alert engine, too.
Wow. You simply cannot blindfold a bank security team, not even for an hour.
Right, because dropping alerts in a live banking environment could mean missing a critical system failure or, an active security breach.
So manual patching is completely out of the question. You need extreme speed, which is where Clover Infotech brought in Ansible automation to handle those 497 agents.
Yeah, Ansible was the real game changer there.
It's like, instead of a security guard walking to 497 different doors with a keyring, Ansible acts like a master digital blueprint. You write the configuration rule once, and it instantly and flawlessly rewires all 497 locks at the exact same time.
That is a great way to put it. It basically collapsed weeks of really error-prone manual effort into a fast, automated pipeline.
But wait, Ansible just solved the speed and scale part of the deployment, right?
Yeah, exactly. They still had to get past that blackout window problem caused by the tightly coupled architecture we talked about.
Right, because you just said taking the admin console offline brings down the alerts. How do they actually manage that part?
So Clover Infotech utilized zero downtime patching. They did this by setting up a dual container architecture in OEM 24A.
Oh, so they split them up into containers.
Basically, yeah, they completely separated the administration console from the alert engine. Because they are now in isolated containers, they could transition the underlying infrastructure without the alert engine ever going offline.
Wow, so they bypassed the blackout entirely. How did that translate for the actual RBI audits?
Really well, actually. The bank achieved zero monitoring downtime during the entire migration. And those CIS compliance reports that were taking forever, they now generate 60% faster. That massive operational friction is just gone.
60% faster is huge. That solves the immediate headache, but what about the long game? How does jumping to 24AI actually set them up for the future?
Well, they migrated the repository to a pluggable database architecture.
Okay, so think of it like a master apartment building where you can instantly plug in or unplug individual tenant databases without rebuilding the foundation.
Exactly. And this sets them up perfectly for Oracle 23i features. Things like True Cache, which essentially keeps the most requested data right at the front door.
So the database doesn't constantly have to dig through the back room.
Right. They also gain raft-based sharding. That automatically distributes data across different nodes for instant fault tolerance.
And I heard database admins now have AskEM, right? Like a built-in AI assistant.
Yeah, it instantly diagnoses complex queries for them.
Which frees up the admins to focus on strategy rather than just keeping the lights on. It's incredible. They didn't just change the jet engine mid-flight. They upgraded the whole plane without the passengers feeling a bump.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened.
Which leaves you with something to consider. If a highly regulated bank can fully automate a massive infrastructure overhaul with zero downtime, what outdated manual processes in your own daily workflow are you still slogging through that could actually be automated right now? To replicate such success for your business, write to us at marketing@cloverinfotech.com.